Up, everybody? Welcome to Don't Give Up with Jacob. Today, I have two special guests joining me on my show. Please give a warm welcome to Kelly and Ryan.
What's up, man?
What up, boys? Welcome to my
My
show. I'm
man.
so glad that you could be here today so we could have a nice conversation together.
Oh, dude, thanks for having us.
No problem. So, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions about yourselves. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right, so first off, I've heard that you had some sort of fashion show where you had all different kinds of different abilities like autism, ADHD, all that.
Yeah, so we produce an event called Inclusion Fest. And so Inclusion Fest, we just had it November 15th at Discovery Place Science in Uptown Charlotte. We get vendors before the show that provide services that are needed in our community. So let the families see what resources are available that they may not be sure, know even exist. And the highlight of the event is inclusive fashion show where we get fashion designers from all over the country, professional models, and people with disabilities to show that everybody's beautiful.
Wow, sounds awesome. So, I'm going to ask you what inspired you to start this inclusive um fest? Like, how did you start it? What was the idea of starting it? Stuff like that.
Yeah, well, ultimately, there's a lot of lame crap out there targeted towards individuals with disabilities. When my son was 20, he's on the severe end of the spectrum. I took him to an event for young adults with disabilities, and we showed up to a gym where everybody's doing coloring sheets and playing bingo for plush toys. And I'm like, this isn't what young adults do, and we need to do better than that. So me and my son left. We went and had a beer at home and sat down with Ryan and said, we need to do something better. So that's how the idea was started, just to get something that would be empowering to people, make them feel good. And too often people like my son are left off the invitation list. And we're just here to tell you that if you're not inviting people who are different from you to your parties kind of suck.
Yeah, I have to agree because are meant to be celebrated with many people, including your family and your friends. And if you just have a party by yourself, then what's the point in having the party then? Because that's why it's best to include everyone, especially in fun activity and parties as well. Or basically, it could be anything.
Right on.
All right.
We just want to have a good time.
Yeah. So now I'm going to ask you, what else do you do for an everyday living besides the Inclusive Fest?
So I assist families that are out looking for homes and just help to uncover some ways to help support them. Me and my friend Ryan, we have a production company where we produce films to submit to festivals and just trying to make a difference out there.
Yeah, I'm really trying to make a difference as well. I'm also trying very hard to write and illustrate books with numerous likable characters that'll make a huge difference, and I hope one day to have them showcased in many books and merchandise as well. And I also have some other great things that I want to do with my podcast. I really want that to make a difference as well.
Heck yeah. And Ryan can tell you a bit about the films that we make.
All right, sure, go ahead. Tell me about some of the films that you've made.
I mean, we mostly make horror movies. I'm a big horror fan. And then we've also made movies using people with disabilities too to show that, they can also be actors, actresses, all that.
Wow, sounds very interesting. I also love watching lots of movies, except I like movies with more comedy and action. Toy Story, I kind of like the Toy Story movies, all that. They're all great movies out there.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's a snake in my boots.
Yeah. So I'm now going to ask you, how do you make your movies? Like, what do you do for behind the scenes and all that?
Oh, I mean, it's really just Kelly and I. So, we write together and we edit, shoot, direct. I mean, it's really just us two. It's a
Yeah,
lot, but we, we're kind of stubborn. We like to keep the control.
I understand. I also do the writing and illustrating for my books all by myself as well. I do everything, the writing, the illustrating, I mean. So now let's keep this going, and I'm going to ask you, how did you and Ryan meet?
Well, we met actually at a film festival many years ago. We're both actors in different films that were presented, and just had a mutual respect for each other's acting abilities, and just hit it off. Then that's my son in the background doing a little verbal stimming. So yeah,
All
we met
right.
back then at a film festival, and then just remained close friends ever since.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I also want to someday be an actor and do lots of acting because, like I said, I love movies with lots of action and comedy. So I think I'd be an awesome actor, especially for comedy and action movies.
I think you're right, man.
All right. So now I'm going to ask you, what are some goals that you have for the future? Like maybe do you want to make more movies, or it could be anything, just anything.
Well, we just want to continue focusing on having a good time and bringing people together to celebrate life and the things that make us all different. Would like to eventually someday maybe have a business that employs individuals who aren't often given those same opportunities as everybody else. Another thing that parents like myself worry about is what happens when we're no longer around. So if there's a way to establish some sort of good group home type setting where we know that everybody is going to enjoy being and there's great reputable staff on board, that's something down the line that I'm definitely considering.
Wow, that sounds awesome. I also have a lot of goals that I have for the future, especially with my books and my podcasts. Like, I really want them to make a huge difference. I want to create lots of characters to have showcased in many books and merchandise and movies. I also want to collaborate with some other authors and illustrators and help them out with their books. And I also hope one day to see one of my many characters come to life as a giant balloon in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. So me and my family can go to New York City to see the parade in person and to see my giant character balloon up close. It may take a couple of work and there may be some frustration and struggling along the way, but I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it in the end because I know that I should always follow my biggest goals and my biggest dreams no matter where life takes me, and I should also speak these things into existence and power. I'm going to say it will happen because it is going to happen because it's going to get me really, really far.
Absolutely, man. Got to give you props. Looking
Yeah.
forward to it. I'm going to be right up there looking for that balloon myself.
I, so let's keep this going. And I'm now going to ask you, do you wish more people would understand your movies, like take the time to appreciate them more?
uh, I mean, I suppose. I mean, if they want to, they will.
Yeah, I also want people to understand what it's like living with autism. I know not everybody has autism or ADHD or any kind of different ability, but still having autism may be like a different kind of ability, but it still counts because everybody is special in their own unique way. No matter if you have a different kind of ability like autism or ADHD or Asperger's, or just have none of those, then remember that you do count and everyone is special. And that's what makes the world unique, right?
100%, man.
Yeah, and I hope that these movies and uh things that you are doing will get you far in life as well.
Thank you, man.
No problem. I'm very glad that we could talk about this together. It was nice talking about how you guys make those movies, and I'm very glad I got to talk to you about my books, my podcast, and my biggest goals as well. It was great.
Thank you. Yeah, we enjoyed it, man. You're a great guy.
Yep, you guys are awesome too. Thanks for coming.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right, same to you.